Hey guys, and welcome back to one of the final episodes of this Tottenham Hotspur career mode series on Football Manager Mobile 2019. So, as many of you guys may know, the release date of Football Manager Mobile 2020, which is the upcoming edition of this game in the series, will be coming out on Tuesday. That's 2 days from recording this video. So I'm gonna buy the game, have it ready, upload a couple parts on release date, and hopefully I'll have also a logo tutorial on how to get the official logos for like the Premier League and all the leagues that are not licensed properly, and other cool mods as well that are gonna help you make your game seem more realistic. So where we left off, we had very good results. We had a 2-1 win against Arsenal and then a 1-0 against Manchester City. So that's two rivals out of the way. We are currently second in the table, still 10 points away from the first spot, which we so badly crave, but one step at a time. So now we've got Newcastle, Manchester United, Watford, and Bayern Munich in this episode. A pretty big episode. Let's see how many games we have left. Not a lot of game, guys. If we do four games in this episode, or maybe five, if we get through them quick, then I think we can do another five in the next part, which will be the final. But if we do reach the Champions League final, I might make a separate last video for it. I'm trying to squeeze in this series all before Tuesday's release date of Football Manager Mobile 2020, just so I can finish off with this game just in time and not have parts for this series still popping up while the new game is out. So I'll make a poll on my channel, or I'll let you guys decide what team you guys want me to start with as our first official series of the Football Manager Mobile 2020 series. And let's get right into it. So we've got Newcastle away now. We've got to be careful because Newcastle are a very stubborn team. But yeah, we do verse Bayern Munich in the UEFA Champions League quarter-final. Pretty big team to face. But we can put up a good fight. So Janssen is injured, as we know from last episode. So we're gonna have to bring Kane back in, which is hopefully he's fully fit. It looks like he's fit. And who else do we have? Who can we bring in? Let's bring on Wanyama. We're gonna have to play without. Actually, we got Lucas Moura as a striker if need be. Anyway, I think we're all good for this one. We are ready to go. And let's get this game underway. Here's Ericsson to Son. What a good early chance to open up the scoreline. But it remains 0-0. And here we get another attack. Here's Rose to Lucas Moura. And good save from the keeper. Yellow card for one of the Newcastle players. And Kane is going to go for a goal. And he gets it. 1-0 for Newcastle. 1-0 for Tottenham. My God. 20 yards out. Beautiful free kick. And this hopefully puts us further. Well, we can't go higher than second place at the moment because there's still a pretty big point gap between us and Liverpool. But Newcastle score. Is it Perez? I think it is. Yes, it is Perez, and it's 1-1, guys, just on the break of half time. A good comeback from Newcastle, and we have got to start again from the beginning. Here's Kane, and it's straight to the keeper, guys. It looked like we were in control of this game, but now it seems like we are just slipping out. We're conceding a couple chances, and we get another free kick. Harry Kane's probably going to take it, but I'm not going to risk it. Let's put Lamela on for Lucas Moura. Harry Kane's going to take it. Is he going to make it 2 from 2? No, he's not. It doesn't go too far away. And it is a draw, guys. We miss a beautiful chance to gain some ground in the title race. And let's see where... We're 9 points now, but Liverpool do have a game in hand. If they win that game, they will probably overtake us by even more. But anyway, we've got Manchester United right now. Got to look forward to this game. And Manchester City also just overtook us, guys. If you pay attention on the right hand side of the screen, we are in third place right now, just a point behind Manchester City. And things are not looking too great at the moment, considering we were so confident in that second spot. I didn't pay attention to Manchester City. I didn't know they were 1 point away from us or how much ever they were away from us. But that draw really screwed us over. We should have won that game. Having really, really big trouble with closing games this season. We've either left games too late or started off early and then we conceded and messed up in the second half. So we have not found a good balance so far this season. But in terms of competition wise, we are still healthy in the Premier League. Let's just say we're in third spot right now. And also we are in the quarterfinal of the Champions League, which remains to be seen if we are actually gonna get anywhere. As we have Bayern Munich to face, so that's gonna be a really tough match. But anyway, we've got Manchester United now. We've got a couple contracts expiring, but we're not gonna deal with that yet. We're gonna leave that to the end of the season. Let's get all this drama out of the way, all these big teams, all these matches. The club comes first at the end of the season. We're gonna put the players' pride to one side just for now. Okay, Dybala is back, guys. So that's a good news. We've got Dybala. Let's bring on for Ericsson. And I think we're good to go, guys. Big game against Manchester United. If we get a win here, and if Manchester City lose or draw, we could overlap them. Here's Harry Kane, though. Not bad. Free kick goes very, very close. Here's Sissoko to Son. And straight towards Grant. Here's Trippier. We started off brightly in this first half. Lucas Moura. Bit ambitious, that shot. No way that was going to go in. Here's Son, though. Son, he is tripped, and it is a penalty to Tottenham. Harry Kane, he scores right down the middle. 1-0 for us. And it was a yellow card for Grant, the Manchester United keeper. Here's Mata, though. Manchester United are looking to get back, and they do. Lukaku, just a couple minutes later. Yet again, we cannot find that will within us to hold that result till half-time at least. And now we are under pressure. His Son, though, to Harry Kane, and a header goes over the bar. But we are still knocking on the door to get that second goal. And here's Harry Kane, though. Is that offside? It's not offside, is it? Let's wait for the confirmation from the referees and VAR or whatnot. It's not offside, guys. Goal stands 2-1. What a reply from Kane and Tottenham just before half-time. And we are looking really good for this game. But now it's all about maintaining this lead and adding to it and not conceding. So let's see how we handle this. This is Paul Pogba with a free kick. Oof, goes over the bar. Here's Dybala. Here's Ali. It's a goal. 3-1. It's not offside, is it? It's his first goal of the season. I can't believe it. What a goal for Dele Alli, and it could not come at a more important time. This gives us 2-goal lead. Here's Harry Kane, though, trying to get his hat-trick. And it goes just over. Here's Danny Rose, though, literally piling up men. Here's Harry Kane straight towards Grant. Let's make some changes. 73rd minute. Who can we bring in? Let's bring in Harry Winks for Dele Alli. He's done his job for today, so he can take a rest. And let's bring on Ericsson for Dybala. And Lamela for Son. That's all our 3 subs out the way. Hopefully we can maintain this lead. It is a yellow card for one of the Tottenham players, though, and Manchester United do have a free kick. Also a yellow card for Lindelof. And we get a free kick. It's a bit chaotic in these final 10 minutes of the game. Another yellow card for Phil Jones. Another free kick for us. And another chance for Harry Kane to add to the hat-trick. And he gets a hat-trick. What a day. And what a team to get a hat-trick against. This is a top 6 team, that's for sure. They may not be to their former best, Manchester United, but they're still really considerable opponents. And what a hat-trick and what a result. And it's funny how we can't win those games against smaller teams, but we can easily beat these bigger teams. So I don't know what that's about, but Manchester City do not drop points, which can only mean one thing. We do stay 1 point behind them. Liverpool now have 2 games in hand. I think they might have just played their Club World Cup Championship, which is why they had to miss out or reschedule 2 of the Premier League games. But anyway, as it stands right now with the 2 games in hand, we are only 6 points behind them. So let's try and rack up another win if possible against Watford. Let's see how we can bounce off from that victory against Manchester United. Alright, guys. Here's the big day. We do versus Watford. And let's just stick to our same lineup. And hopefully we can keep the same rhythm going in this game. Here's Sissoko though, to Son, and that might just be offside. Let's wait for confirmation. It's not. Son gets that was definitely not his first goal, but he already got any goals this season, so it's good to see him on the score sheet. Lucas Moura gets a free kick though. Let's not lose our heads early on. Here's Sissoko to Son, trying to get the double, and good goalkeeping from the Watford keeper. 1-0 up very early on. Once again, we've got to maintain possession and not concede. Here's halftime though. We are in the lead, and we are also in the lead in every other category in terms of possession, shots, and everything else. So things are looking good, but we need to be careful and not slip up. A free kick for Watford, but okay, we must have got it. Here's Harry Kane though, the free kick specialist, yet again. Very, very good early goal into the second half, and a very, very good 2-goal lead, which we have here, but also we have to maintain it. Let's bring on Dyer for Sissoko, and let's bring on Winks. Actually, no, let's bring on Ericsson. Wait, who's this? Lucas Moura's on a 5, so let's bring on Lamela for him. And the way things are going, we do have a win on our hands. Yes, we do. Final time. Very, very good game. Do we overlap Manchester City? Let's check out in just a second. Yes, we do, guys. We overlap Manchester City by just 1 point. And hold on, I'm trying to calculate this. So we're about 5 points now away from the top, but unfortunately, Liverpool do still have a game in hand. So let's see how they deal with that extra game that they need to play. But now we head to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium to verse European giants Bayern Munich in the Champions League quarterfinal. Very, very strong competition. We reached the Champions League final in the last competition last year, so we are looking to either match that or exceed it. I think we're good to go, guys. We played well in the other half. Obviously, Lamela didn't do too well. I mean, Lucas Moura didn't do too well, so let's put Lamela on. And guys, a big, big game you're going to be witnessing here. Here's Lewandowski, though. What a good save from Navas. Bayern Munich are out for blood very, very early on. Here's Coleman, though. Is he going to score? That's a pretty bad free kick. High and wide. He'll be disappointed with that one. Here's him and Son. It's our chance. Our turn to put the pressure on. And Harry Kane just puts it wide, unfortunately. We are knocking on the door. But here's Coleman, though. The guy who just missed that free kick. But it's offside, though. VAR has said it was offside. The whistle has gone. The goal does not stand. A bit of relief in the air for us and our fans. We looked like we were just going to concede an away goal as well. Not to mention that would have been really bad. But thankfully it was offside. We can't really rely on these decisions though. We need to defend better and make sure we don't concede again. 61 minutes gone. A free kick to Tottenham. Ali's going to have to cross this one in. He does. Harry Kane towards the keeper. And on the other side, Bayern Munich scored a long-awaited away goal. We're not going to be saved by any offside intervention this time. And now it's up to us to work our way up and get a goal here. Let's bring on Ericsson for Dybala. Have we got much time left? And we are going to have to take that 1-0 loss. And away loss as well against Bayern Munich. Things are not looking too good. I was hoping we would get a good result. But that's a pretty bad result. But we are away in the next game, so hopefully we can pull off a good result. Why not? Let's play another game. Let's do the West Ham game now. And this is going to be the last one of this episode. We're going to bring Lucas Moura back into the fold. Eric Lamela didn't do too much last game. And let's bring on Dyer for Sissoko. Put him as a ball midfielder. Big rivalry here between the two teams. Dybala tries to get an early goal in the 4th minute, but the keeper makes a good save. Here's Philippe Anderson and West Ham do get the first goal. Very early on, we concede. Feels like we're slipping again. We had some good results, but it feels like we're just slipping out again. Here's Dybala, though. to Harry Kane, and the game's glitching out. I'm not sure what's happening. It's literally all going slow motion. I hate when this happens. We have to wait for a bit, and nothing comes of it. A yellow card for Ogbonna though, and another free kick for us, Harry Kane, and we don't get to see the highlight, presuming it goes over. Here's Felipe Anderson, the match scorer for West Ham, and good cross into Carroll, but he just couldn't put that one in. Here's another free kick though, Noble. West Ham playing very, very well. Wilshere puts it over, and we are literally down for the count. I'm not sure what's happening. Our confidence should be high from the other Premier League games we had, but I think that Bayern Munich loss took its toll on the squad morale, which is a bit disappointing to see. We need to keep, probably why we don't have a good consistency level is because maybe we get demoralized quite quickly. Here is Tottenham though. Harry Kane, Dybala. We need these big players to step up when it really matters. I know Harry Kane can do it, so I'm not gonna criticize him too much, but he will come under fire as well if he does not perform too many times in a row. Here's Dyer though. Here's Harry Kane. Just when I was saying about Harry Kane, he steps up. Now I need Dybala to step up. Now I need Lucas Moura to step up. All these big players, the whole team, I need to step up. Harry Kane is doing his job. If you provide Harry Kane with chances, he will most likely score them. His son, a good start to the second half. Here's Harry Kane though. Is he going to get his double? No, he's not. Not a very good free kick. But he can't score them all. Here's Son to Dyer to Lucas Moura again. And it's Ogbonna's second yellow card. West Ham are down to 10 men in the remaining 40 minutes or so. A free kick. Harry Kane is going to have to take this one. It's pretty close. He's going to have to score it. Yes! 2-1 for us. Let's go. Good response in the second half. That's his 55th goal of the season, if you can believe it. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Ali's in as well. It's not his second, is it? And it's his second yellow card. We are down to 10 men very early on in the second half. And now we are finding ourselves also having to maintain ourselves with a man less. So what we're going to have to do here is we're going to have to sacrifice the ball, unfortunately, and bring on Sissoko. That's the way it's got to be. Sorry, Dybala, it has to be a tactical decision. The result here is more important than any player's ego or whatever they want to show off and score goals or whatever. But we have to put the team's needs first. Here's Wilshere and he puts it over. It was a one-on-one with the keeper. Maybe the cross was high and difficult to catch, but it looked like a pretty simple chance to score. And we do get the result against our rivals. Bad news is Dele Alli is going to miss the next game or two. I'm not sure how it works with a red card. I will check out. So he's been banned only for one match. Okay, so we're gonna issue him a warning. He needs to keep his head. That could have gone sideways. 10 men against 10 men. That's basically having like 11 against 11. No one would have had an advantage in that match. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It's been a pretty productive one. And just to give you guys an idea of where we are in the table, we are now 6 points away. We've cut that gap quite big. If only we didn't draw to Newcastle, we would have basically been about 3 points right now. But not everything can go our way, and we're still learning from every match. But anyway, guys, I hope to see you in the next video. Peace.